and I have to redo this video because the microphone wasn't connected or whatever. But just to go over it again, well, actually I can't because I already left from over there. Matter of fact, let's take a flight over there real quick. Alright, so before anything else, I reduced my FOV to 48. That allows me to focus a little bit more on what I'm doing and not get distracted. And it actually works. Yeah, so I had towers right here, you know what I'm saying, 8x8, well, 3x3 towers or whatever of stainless steel drums that was full of acids and gases and all different types of fluids. I had 3 different columns or whatever. So I just finished draining that entire uh, all 3 of those columns, and I put them all into fluid cells or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I need to go back and get the fluid cells. So now I have all my fluids consolidated all in one place. I don't have to go and search for everything all the time. And that's the goal right now before I start making more 82 components. But in the process of trying to figure a lot of stuff out, I'm making a lot more components and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? All these red disk drives are all my fluid cells. Basically, I got 5 of them. You know what I'm saying? So if I take them out, throw them in the ME chest, and I hook this up to power. Where's mine? And this is exactly how I did it the first time. And I just connected the flux point to that. And the flux point is connected to my main network or whatever, so it automatically powers all that, powers the machines and stuff. And now I can take a look at everything that's inside of this particular cell or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I have it sorted right now to we'll sort it by item name, and then we can set it to descending. All right, so it's showing me the most amount of stuff that I have. So I have 244 buckets of oxygen and 167 buckets of mixed mineral residue, and then it goes down. And then each one of the cells is like that. So I could take them out and put them in and take a look at what's in there. You know what I'm saying? Now, I just finished doing all of this. I figured out how to actually drain all the fluids out of the drums and into the cells. You just connect the ME glass cables and ME import bus. And then you just connect the ME import bus to whatever inventory that you want to drain and import into the actual system, into the network and all that. You know what I'm saying? This is all standard, basic 101. But like I said, I'm not super experienced when it comes to applied energistics. I know the basics, I know the capabilities and all of that. But I haven't really utilized it heavily before, you know what I'm saying? Not until this point, but it's absolutely necessary to utilize it here, you know what I'm saying? So this is an ME drive. This holds multiple disks. This is based off the old disk drives back in the day. So it functions like old school computers with floppy disks and all that, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? ME is supposed to be matter energy, so it's like digitized it's like digitized storage or whatever, like, you know, real Star Trek level, you know what I'm saying? So these are all my fluid drives, they're all put in there, whatever. So now when I go into here, I can see everything that I have, you know what I'm saying? So combined with all of the storage cells, I have 1,103 buckets of oxygen gas, you know what I'm saying? You can see everything right here, and then I can filter it. This is showing only items. Then I can switch it to show only fluids. These are all my different fluids, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? And I could go in here, search anything in here. I could take a bucket of fluid, you know what I'm saying, take it out, you know what I'm saying? So I have 236 buckets of that, you know what I'm saying? Put it back in. What is that? Sulfuric nickel. Can I not put it back in? Yeah, I can put it back in. And that's basically that, you know what I'm saying? So happy I got it done. It took me a minute to grind out all the 256 KME storage components. Each one of these have 256, so now I have 9 of them, and it takes 81 1K. At least that's the math that I came up with. 81 1K storage components to make one of these. So 81 times 9 is what I did at that, and it took a minute to do that. And What I'm talking about is what I'm talking about is this. You know what I'm saying? So you need three of these to make the next tier up. You know what I'm saying? That's to make one. And then when it goes to the ME assembler, you see it takes three 1Ks to make one 4K, and it keeps going like that all the way up to 256, and they do go higher than that with an add-on mod for 82. You know what I'm saying, called Mega Cells or whatever. I haven't gotten into that, and I feel like that's probably going to require a couple of tiers of technology that I'm not currently in. The other thing that I want to work on is wireless boosters for this right here. Just figured out this right here. I have 12 of them that I made so far, but this is a wireless access point. That's for this right here, the wireless craft terminal. So I could be over here, and I could bring this up, and I could still have access to my entire inventory. I can interact with it normally. You know what I'm saying? But it only goes to a point. You know what I'm saying? So right now, this is 57 M. The M is meters. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically 57 and a half blocks. So if I fly over to that section of the base over there, I won't be able to use this. I won't be able to use the wireless crafting terminal. So I'm trying to work on that. I need either more booster cards or go straight for the infinity range booster. This makes it so I can access my inventory from anywhere in this dimension. You know what I'm saying? As long as my storage is there. And then there's another separate card called the Dimension Range Booster or whatever, and that allows me to access my inventory from any dimension, no matter what dimension I'm in, no matter where my storage is at. That's the next thing I want to work on, but this is the most achievable thing right now. But in order to work on this, I need nether stars and netherite certain quartz or whatever. So all of that is in now I forgot what I was looking at. I believe it's right here. Yeah. So this is the path to make nether stars. You need basalt's powder, blaze powder, blitz, and blitz powder. All of these different powders come from different mobs. They're not here, so you have to generate these resources. And when I first started messing around with this, because I just made the blitz powder just to see what it's useful for and everything else. You know what I'm saying? And you need a combination of all of these. Then you need to mix and match these. Then you need to make a couple of these. You need to mix and match those with that in order to get all of this stuff right here. So this is a whole project by itself. I'm probably gonna have to automate this right here because I'm gonna need a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? In order to make this, and then I also need an implosion compressor or whatever. That's gonna basically blow up everything, the impure nether stars or whatever. And I'm able to get regular nether stars, and then now here I need to do follow this whole path in order to get tiny piles of debris dust or whatever, which I haven't really looked into the process of how to do that, and that's gonna get me up to netherite. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm gonna do all my armor and tools and stuff like that and everything else. And the other route that I was looking was down here with mystical agriculture. I have like almost 10,000 Ethereum essence, and I have the controller blocks to make the higher tiers of essence, because you need a controller block which is attached to a multi-block. It's part of a multi-block in order to make the higher tiers. It's called an essence enhancer or whatever. You know, I got the basics or whatever basically done, but up here, Blizz, Basals, Blaze, Blitz, you know what I'm saying? This is all stuff that I can automate using mystical agriculture. A lot of these exotic metals as well, I'm probably going to need, not all of them, you know what I'm saying? Titanium I don't need, and a lot of other stuff I really don't need like that, you know what I'm saying? But it's nice to have, especially like stuff like this, which is kind of hard to get. And then over here, same thing, you know what I'm saying? Mostly for the tantalum. Manganese I already have that, and this I don't have a lot of, and this is one of those exotic metals that's a little bit difficult to get, but it's not too hard. But it's hard to get this in quantity. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. This is all good for getting stuff in quantity, especially tungsten right now. You know what I'm saying? And naquita. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is the only method to get naquita, because when I looked into it, I didn't see any other method. And you can see that ZPM. That's the technology tier. Right now I'm in IV. I'm in these circuits. I got the base metals or whatever, so I'm in IV and I got IV machines and all that. The next level up is LUV. You know what I'm saying? And then the next level after that is ZPM. So I'm real close to getting this, and that's basically it for the most part. So I'm basically here. You know what I'm saying? Everything now, just trying to consolidate everything, getting the base cleaned up or whatever. Speaking of which, all of these LV machines or whatever, I'm gonna rip up this entire thing and make them into machine stems as soon as I get enough ME import buses and export buses or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then I could get rid of some of the storage and stuff like that, and just come up, the crafting patterns and the processing patterns for the machines or whatever. So I could automate a lot of this stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Automate it easily. Just order everything. You know what I'm saying? And call it a day. You know what I'm saying? I was just working on seeds, and that's basically it. You know what I'm saying? So everything is basically done for the most part. And the next stage is just getting ready for complete automation of my entire base, and that's what I'm working towards.